Anna's marriage to Peter began as a storybook romance. He was charming, ambitious, and full of promises about a bright future. They met at a corporate networking event when Anna, then a budding graphic designer, was awestruck by Peter's confidence and success. He worked as a marketing director at a high-profile firm, and his commanding presence drew her in instantly. Over time, their whirlwind romance blossomed into a seemingly perfect marriage. Friends and family admired their dynamic, describing them as a power couple. Anna felt lucky to be married to someone who seemed to have it all figured out. But as the years passed, cracks began to form. Peter's demeanor shifted from supportive to dismissive. Anna had always dreamed of starting her own interior design business, a dream she'd carried since her teenage years when she transformed dull rooms into vibrant spaces with her creativity. However, Peter dismissed her aspirations as childish fantasies. "You're great at decorating our home, Anna," he'd say with a condescending smile, "but starting a business? That's not realistic." Anna often laughed it off, thinking he was joking, but the seeds of doubt began to take root. Peter's lack of encouragement slowly turned into outright discouragement. Whenever Anna tried to discuss her business ideas, Peter would steer the conversation toward practical matters. "You don't need to stress yourself with that," he'd say. "I'm earning more than enough for both of us." While Peter lived for corporate success, Anna's passion for design burned quietly in the background, muted by his words. Anna began to notice how Peter's dismissiveness extended to other parts of their life. He rarely acknowledged her contributions to their home and social life, instead taking credit for their shared successes. Friends would often praise their stylish home, and Peter would boast about how he had chosen every piece of furniture, a blatant lie. Over time, Anna began to question whether her voice mattered in her own marriage. Peter's control extended beyond words. He took charge of their finances, insisting that it was for efficiency. When Anna suggested hiring a part-time assistant to help manage her freelance projects, Peter laughed and told her, "Why would you waste money on that? Your little projects don't need extra help." These moments left Anna feeling small and inadequate, but she kept telling herself that he meant well. The worst came when Peter began inviting his colleagues over without consulting her, assuming she'd be fine hosting extravagant dinner parties. Anna worked tirelessly to prepare meals and keep their home immaculate, only for Peter to introduce her as "my wonderful wife, who makes everything look effortless." It was a backhanded compliment that ignored her exhaustion and dismissed her as little more than a hostess. Despite the luxurious lifestyle Peter provided, Anna felt increasingly isolated. Friends who once admired their marriage began to notice Anna's diminished presence in conversations. She rarely spoke up during gatherings, afraid that Peter would interrupt or contradict her. Her closest confidant, her sister Rachel, often urged her to stand up for herself, but Anna struggled to muster the courage. Anna found herself spending more time alone, walking through their sprawling house and wondering if her life had become a gilded cage. She started to sketch designs during these solitary moments, pouring her emotions into patterns and colors. It was the only way she could reclaim a sense of herself. But even in these quiet acts of rebellion, Peter's voice echoed in her mind, telling her she wasn't capable of more. The breaking point came during a prestigious gala hosted by Peter's company. As Anna mingled with the other guests, she overheard Peter boasting about his recent promotion. When someone asked about Anna's career, Peter laughed loudly and said, "Oh, she dabbles in decorating. It keeps her busy." The words stung more than she expected. Later that evening, when Anna tried to correct him by mentioning her plans to open a design studio, Peter waved her off. "Let's not bore people with your little projects, darling," he said loudly enough for everyone to hear. The laughter that followed pierced Anna's heart. That night, she lay awake, replaying the scene in her mind. Something inside her broke, and for the first time, she saw Peter not as her partner, but as her biggest obstacle. Peter's dismissive attitude continued to escalate after the gala. Any attempt Anna made to assert herself was met with mockery. One evening, during an argument, Peter scoffed, "You'd crumble without me." "Let's be honest, Anna. You're not built for success." His words were like daggers, cutting through whatever remnants of self-belief she had left. That night, Anna sat in their bedroom, staring at her reflection in the mirror. She hardly recognized the woman looking back at her. The vibrant, ambitious person she once was had been replaced by someone living in fear of her husband's judgment. She made a decision: this wasn't the life she wanted. Filing for divorce felt terrifying, but Anna knew it was her only chance to rediscover herself. Leaving Peter meant stepping into a world of uncertainty. Anna moved into a modest apartment with her 6-year-old daughter, Lily, and began rebuilding her life from scratch. Money was tight, and juggling childcare with her freelance work left her exhausted. But for the first time in years, she felt free. She enrolled in online courses to sharpen her design skills and started taking on small projects for local clients. Each completed project brought a sense of accomplishment that Peter's words had long denied her. Though the road ahead seemed daunting, Anna reminded herself that she was capable of more than Peter had ever allowed her to believe. The divorce didn't just sever ties with Peter, it alienated Anna from their shared social circle. Former friends whispered behind her back, spreading Peter's narrative that Anna had been ungrateful and dependent on him. Invitations to gatherings stopped, and even casual acquaintances treated her with pity or disdain. Anna refused to let their judgment break her resolve. Every whispered remark only strengthened her determination to succeed on her own terms. When she saw Peter at a charity event shortly after their separation, he smirked and said, "How's the single life treating you, Anna? Found any takers for your little designs?" Anna bit her tongue and walked away. She vowed to let her work, not her words, speak for her. One evening, while returning from a client meeting, Anna met Mrs. Carter, an elderly woman who lived in her building. They struck up a conversation over tea, and Anna found herself sharing more than she expected about her struggles and ambitions. Mrs. Carter listened intently, her eyes twinkling with warmth and wisdom. "People like Peter thrive on making others feel small," she said. "But you have something he doesn't, resilience. Use it, dear." Her words lingered in Anna's mind, becoming a mantra during moments of doubt. Mrs. Carter's encouragement was a turning point, helping Anna see her challenges as opportunities for growth. Anna's first freelance project, a local bakery renovation, proved to be a defining moment. The owner, a kind-hearted woman named Margie, trusted Anna to bring her vision to life. Though the budget was tight, Anna poured her heart into the project, repurposing old furniture and creating a cozy, inviting atmosphere. When the bakery reopened, customers raved about its transformation, and Margie couldn't thank Anna enough. "You've brought new life to this place," she said. The praise gave Anna the confidence to take on more clients, proving to herself that her talent could shine without Peter's shadow looming over her. During a networking event for small business owners, Anna met Mr. Williams, a retired architect renowned for his innovative designs. Intrigued by Anna's passion and unique style, he offered to mentor her. His guidance was invaluable, pushing Anna to think beyond her comfort zone and refine her skills. One day, Mr. Williams suggested she enter a prestigious national design competition. "You have what it takes, Anna," he said. "Stop doubting yourself." Though the idea intimidated her, Anna decided to take the leap, channeling her energy into creating a design that showcased her creativity and determination. Balancing the competition with her freelance projects and Lily's needs was no small feat. Anna spent late nights sketching designs, often working until dawn while Lily slept peacefully in the next room. There were moments when exhaustion threatened to overwhelm her, but the thought of proving Peter wrong kept her going. When she submitted her design, Anna felt a mix of pride and anxiety. Winning wasn't guaranteed, but completing the project had already been a personal triumph. She reminded herself that success wasn't just about accolades, it was about believing in her abilities. Weeks later, Anna received an email that changed everything. She had won first prize in the competition. The recognition catapulted her career, bringing in high-profile clients and media attention. For the first time, Anna felt the weight of Peter's words lift completely from her shoulders. Her victory was more than professional, it was deeply personal. She had defied every limitation he had placed on her, proving that her worth was not defined by his opinions. Tears streamed down her face as she shared the news with Lily, who hugged her tightly and said, "I always knew you could do it, Mom." As word of her talent spread, Anna's business flourished. She specialized in sustainable designs that balanced beauty and functionality, quickly earning a reputation as a rising star in the industry. Each new project became a canvas for her creativity, and her clients praised her ability to transform spaces into works of art. Anna's newfound success also brought unexpected challenges. Managing multiple projects meant long hours and meticulous planning, but she embraced the workload with gratitude. Each accomplishment was a testament to her journey, reminding her of how far she had come. Anna's biggest opportunity came when she was approached to redesign a historic hotel in the heart of the city. The project was a massive undertaking, requiring her to navigate strict regulations and tight deadlines. Despite the pressure, Anna poured her heart into the work, determined to honor the building's legacy while adding her signature touch. The hotel's grand reopening was a resounding success, drawing praise from critics and clients alike. The experience cemented Anna's status as a top designer, marking a pivotal moment in her career. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to feel proud of the woman she had become. One day, Anna received an invitation to pitch her services to a major corporation planning a headquarters redesign. The opportunity was a dream come true, but as she prepared for the meeting, she couldn't shake a sense of unease. Something about the project felt oddly personal. Her intuition was confirmed when she walked into the boardroom and saw Peter seated at the table. The shock on his face mirrored her own, but Anna quickly composed herself. She refused to let his presence rattle her confidence. This meeting was about her work, not their past. Peter's demeanor shifted as the meeting progressed. At first, he attempted to undermine Anna's ideas, challenging her designs with thinly veiled sarcasm. But Anna remained composed, addressing his concerns with professionalism and grace. When the CEO praised Anna's vision and approved her proposal, Peter's expression darkened. It was clear that he hadn't expected her to succeed, let alone outshine him. For Anna, the moment was bittersweet, a reminder of the strength she had gained through her struggles. As the meeting concluded, Anna stood tall while the CEO and other executives congratulated her on the project. Peter lingered at the back of the room, his expression a mixture of disbelief and discomfort. She had never seen him so out of control, his usual arrogance replaced with visible unease. As the group filed out, the CEO extended his hand warmly. "We're thrilled to have you lead this project, Anna. Your vision is precisely what we need." She thanked him confidently, ignoring Peter's cold stare from across the room. For Anna, the moment was more than a professional victory, it was vindication for all the years she had been belittled and doubted. Peter approached Anna as she packed her materials. His once proud demeanor now seemed subdued. "Anna," he began hesitantly, "I didn't expect. I never thought," she cut him off gently but firmly, "that I could succeed without you? You were wrong." Her tone wasn't angry, but it was resolute, and her words hung in the air between them. Peter attempted to explain his behavior, claiming he had only been trying to protect her from failure. "You were talented, but you lacked focus," he insisted. Anna shook her head. "No, Peter. I lacked a partner who believed in me. That's the difference." She walked away, leaving him to grapple with his own shortcomings. A week later, Peter requested a private meeting with Anna. She reluctantly agreed, curious about what he might have to say. When they met in a quiet cafe, Peter looked genuinely remorseful. "I owe you an apology," he admitted. "I underestimated you, and I was wrong to hold you back." Anna listened without interrupting, her emotions a mix of surprise and skepticism. Though his words seemed sincere, she knew they couldn't erase the years of belittlement. "Thank you for saying that," she replied. "But I didn't succeed because of you. I succeeded in spite of you." Her words were not meant to hurt, but to make him understand the weight of his actions. Though Peter's apology brought closure, Anna knew forgiveness wasn't about excusing his behavior. It was about freeing herself from the anger and hurt she had carried for so long. She realized that holding on to resentment only tied her to the past, and she had no intention of going backward. She forgave Peter, not for his sake, but for her own. "I hope you've learned from this," she told him. "Not just for yourself, but for the way you treat others." As they parted ways, Anna felt a newfound lightness, as if she had shed a weight that no longer served her. That evening, Anna celebrated her success with Lily and a few close friends. They toasted to her achievements and shared memories of her journey. Lily beamed with pride as she told everyone how her mom had taught her to never give up. "You're my hero, Mom," she said, wrapping Anna in a tight hug. For Anna, the celebration was about more than accolades or recognition. It was a moment to acknowledge the strength she had found within herself and to honor the people who had supported her along the way. Her journey had been anything but easy, but it had been worth every challenge. As Anna's story spread, she began receiving messages from women who felt inspired by her journey. Many shared their own struggles with self-doubt and toxic relationships, thanking her for showing them what was possible. Anna responded to each message with kindness, encouraging them to pursue their dreams. Realizing the impact of her story, Anna decided to mentor young women who aspired to enter the design industry. She started hosting workshops and sharing her experiences, hoping to empower others to overcome their obstacles and chase their ambitions. Meanwhile, Peter faced a harsh reality. His inability to adapt to modern business practices left him struggling in his career. Watching Anna's success forced him to confront the arrogance and complacency that had hindered his own growth. Though it was difficult, Peter began to reflect on his mistakes and take steps to change. For the first time in years, he stopped blaming others and started taking responsibility for his actions. While Anna had moved on, her resilience had indirectly inspired Peter to strive for self-improvement. Anna's career reached new heights when she was invited to speak at a national design conference. Standing before a packed audience, she shared her journey with honesty and vulnerability. Her story resonated deeply, earning her a standing ovation. As Anna left the stage, she felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The applause wasn't just for her success, it was for her perseverance, her courage, and her refusal to let anyone define her worth. She had become a symbol of resilience, and her voice now carried the power to inspire change. During a trip to visit old friends, Anna stopped by the bakery that had given her her first freelance job. Margie, the owner, greeted her with open arms. "Look at you now!" Margie exclaimed, tears in her eyes. "I always knew you were destined for great things." The visit was a poignant reminder of how far Anna had come. As she sat in the cozy cafe, she reflected on the small victories that had paved the way for her larger successes. Every step of her journey had mattered, no matter how small it seemed at the time. With her business thriving, Anna decided to open a design school dedicated to mentoring young women. The school focused not only on technical skills but also on building confidence and resilience. "Everyone has potential," Anna told her students. "The key is to believe in yourself, even when others don't." The school quickly gained a reputation for excellence, attracting students from across the country. For Anna, it was the culmination of her journey, a chance to give back and create a lasting impact. As Lily grew older, Anna cherished the close bond they had developed. She often shared stories of her struggles and triumphs, hoping to teach Lily the importance of self-worth and perseverance. "You're stronger than you think," she would tell her. "Never let anyone make you feel small." Their life was far from perfect, but it was filled with love, laughter, and mutual respect. For Anna, that was more than enough. Peter watched Anna's success from a distance, humbled by her growth and strength. Though he regretted his actions, he knew their story had taken the path it was meant to. Anna's resilience had shown him the power of change, and he resolved to live with more humility and kindness. While their lives had diverged, Peter couldn't help but admire the woman Anna had become. She had not only survived without him, she had thrived. As Anna stood in her design studio, surrounded by the fruits of her labor, she felt a profound sense of gratitude. Her journey had been filled with challenges, but each obstacle had shaped her into the person she was today. Looking at Lily, who was sketching designs at her desk, Anna smiled. "We've come a long way," she thought. And in that moment, she knew she had found her true success, not in wealth or recognition, but in the life she had built with courage, love, and unshakable self-belief.